Section 1 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby. In 1100 and full of fleas, when dey raised such a crop of goober peas, de creatures was all des as chummy as you please. Dey raced and dey wrastled, dey jumped and dey played, and there wasn't nothing 'tall for to make 'em 'fraid. Dey had de parties, both dar and here, wid May pop pudding and 'simmon beer. And de way dey keep de 4th of Julys was in eatin' goobers and fresh tater pies. And there wasn't no doubt, and no perhaps, that they helped one another out with the craps. And they had the frolics in the fall, when they scorted Miss Meadows to the ball, with sachet ladies and balance all. They had mighty little for to set 'em back, good health and good craps, but what they lack was good clean water when the branch run dry, 'cause the river was muddy when low or high. They moughta got a well by sellin' corn, but the man what dug 'em ain't been born. So they rocked along from day to day, and hoed the corn and saved the hay. When the sun helt its own up in the sky, and a long drought come and the branch run dry, Mr. Fox and Mr. Wolf looked like they'd die, and all the creatures was in the same fix, 'ceppin' old Brer Rabbit wid his irritatin' tricks. He went his way and he had his fun, if the branch was dry or if it run. He loped along wid his lippity clips, a wigglin' his nose and a workin' his lips. And his mornin' drink was allers new. It was sweet gum sap and honey dew. The kind what you find in the heart of a flower, or the poplar leaf, if you'll wait for the hour, and watch for the moonshine's sweetening shower. But the other creatures ain't cotched the knack. They was dull as walkin' to mill and back. They never took notice how the birds can sing, how the black bees zooms when he's on the wing, how the stars swing round, how the flowers smell, and they dodge from thunder with well, well, well. They wished mighty strong that the cants was coulds, twel the day Mr. Fox got back from the woods. He come back, he did, and says he, by jing, you can believe me or not, but I done found a spring, and I feel like cuttin' the pigeon wing, and it runs so clean and it runs so clear that it do like it's whisperin' in your ear. With its goo-goo goody and its goo-goo good, it's way over yonder in the chickapink wood, and the creatures all, they was happy mon. They trot and they gallop and then they run, with a tippy-tip and a long-time swing, to where they can see the Gigglin spring. Well, the spring was dar at the head of the dreen, where the calamus shuck its flags of green, and the cattails tried fer to make a screen. The creatures all laugh and then they squeal, and they hopped all round on toe and heel. Brer Rabbit, he asked, "What's the hullabaloo?" And they answer back, "It's a spring for true." Den old Brer Rabbit took anudder chaw er his terbacker, and he work his jaw, and sniff de a'r, and shet his eyes, and fling back his head, and look mighty wise. Now de spring had been dar sence de flood, but one fine mornin' 'twuz fuller mud, and old Brer Rabbit he chawed his cud. And atter dat 'twarn't never clear, and der warn't no google fer de creatures to hear. 'Twuz mud in de mornin' and mud at night. 'Tain't no use er talkin', dat mud wuz a sight. Mr. Fox, as de finder, watched over de spring, and he tried to diskiver what kinder thing was a stirrin' up mud befo' night and day, and he watch and he wait twel he had his way. And one fine mornin' he found some tracks, and he shook his head, "I'm tellin' you de facts." And he went off and got him some shoemaker's wax, and pitch and rosin, and den and dar he mold him a baby outer de tar, wid leg and body and head and hand, and it looked like it settin' dar playin' in de sand. and he hide hisself whar he can see whomsoever gwine to happen ter de Tar Baby. De Tar Baby, oh, de Tar Baby, oh, and den he hide and lay mighty low. Brer Rabbit, he skipped long at las', he skipped sorter slow, den he skipped kinder fas', 'kase he used de spring as a lookin' glass, and he see de Tar Baby sittin' dar. "Good mornin', suh, and how's yo' ma? And how does yo' corporosity seem to sagactuate?" sezee. "And where's yo' manners? You mus' be deaf. You'll hear if I hit you, and you lose yo' breff." Brer Rabbit, he wait, wid, "To be sho'." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. "You better tell me howdy, you better make yo' bow. No trouble to show you if you dunner how. Maybe you is keen fer to get in a row. Good mornin', dis mornin' I'll ax you once mo'." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit, he stomp his foot on de ground. "You a mighty stuck up, but I'll fetch you down. You see dis hand? Well, I'll hit you a blip that'll split you open from hat to hip. What ain you, man, and whar did you grow?" Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit made a pass at him fer de luck, and he hauled off and hit him in de eye, ker-chuck, and tried to jump away, but de hand done stuck. "Turn me loose, you villain, or I'll hit you again. I'll give you a jolt that'll cave you in." Brer Rabbit drawed back. "I'll try you for pluck," and biffed him again, and t'other hand stuck. "You see dis foot? I'll give you a kick that'll land you down yonder close to Old Nick. Des turn me loose and I'll let you go." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit hit de ground wif his foot and say, "You'll be sorry you pestered wid me dis day, so des turn me loose and go on away." Den he up wid his foot and kicked him blam. I'll show you des who I am." But de foot done stuck. "Will you let me go?" Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Den Brer Rabbit feel like he 'bout to get vexed, 'kase he 'spect every minute would be de next, and he monstrous sorry dat it was so. Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Well, de yuther foot stuck, and atter dat, Brer Rabbit he grin like a chessy cat. "If you don't turn me loose, I'll butt you flat. I'll scatter yo' brains, I'll ruin you sho." Tar Baby say nothin'. Mr. Fox lay low. Brer Rabbit he butted as hard as he could, and his head it stuck, let him do what he would, and de Tar Baby helt him hard and fast, and it looked like his time done come at last. Mr. Fox sauntered out from his hiding place with a blood-red smile running 'cross his face. He scraped his foot, and den he bow. He licked his chops, and den he 'low, "How-de-do, Brer Rabbit, how you feel nohow?" With a throbbing heart and a shaking knee, Brer Rabbit was skeered as skeered could be. "You er mighty stuck up," Mr. Fox he say, "and I'm surprised to see it at this time of day." He walked around. "Here's a goober shell. I can scarcely believe it. Well, well, well." He pulled off his coat and rolled up his sleeves. "Now I gwine to show you des what I believes." And he grinned again, de grin dat wuz red, and he opened his mouf fer to let it spread, twel he show all de tushes in his head. He grabbed Brer Rabbit by de leg, and you oughter hear dat creature beg. Mr. Fox he say, "What I'm gwine ter do is to pay you befo' fer de ol' and de new. Oh, you needn't to talk, I know you're nice, but you fool me once and you fool me twice. You steal my goobers, and den you fling a whole pile of mud right in dat spring. But I got you now, and yo' hide I'll stretch. I'll larn you sump'n, you triflin' wretch. I'll gi' you de old-time buckra tetch. I'll skin you alive, I'll drown you dead. I'll break your neck, I'll crack your head. I'll wallop you twel I make you think. I'm de patter roller, you wall-eyed slink." Brer Rabbit sniffle, and den he say, "I know mighty well you have yo' way. You may drown me, sir, if it's yo' desires, but please don't fling me in de briars." De tar was so rank dat de Brer Rabbit sneeze, but he still was a shakin' in de knees, and he keep on a whimplin', "Please, sir, please." "Oh, yes, I'll please," Mr. Fox he say, "and I'll please myself dis very day. You mayn't be mine, but I think you is, and I'm sho gwine to bake you twel you sizz. I'll kindle the brush heap and fling you in, and I'll lay dat'll cook and crisp yo' skin." Brer Rabbit, he say, "Des fetch on yo' fires, but please don't fling me in de briars." Brer Fox, he study and rub his chin. He rub it once, and he rub it agin, and he wunk one eye and grinned a grin. "I'll hang you high, and maybe higher, and I'll fling you in de big quagmire." "Do des as you please," Brer Rabbit cry, "and I'll ask no reason for which or why. You can drown me deep, you can hang me high, and I'll not tear one drap from my eye. You can hamstring me wid red-hot wires, but please, oh please, keep me out of de briars." Mr. Fox, he tuck him at his word, and sont him sailin' like a bird, as if he was fettered instead of furred. Right sprang in de briars, growin' dar, is thick every bit as de thickest har. Brer Rabbit, he holler, "I ain't got a scratch. I was bred and born in de briar patch. You flung me in and lift de latch. Oh, one fine mornin' when day was dawnin', I was bred and born in de briar patch." End of Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby. Section 2 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Appile-Tree. Dat's a mighty quare tale 'bout de apple-tree in de Paradise Garden where Adam run free, where de butterflies drunk honey wid ole Mammy Bee. Talk about good times! I bet you he had 'em, Adam, old man Adam and de apple-tree. He woke one mornin' wid a pullin' at his sleeve. He open one eye, and dar was Eve. He shook her hand wid, "Honey, don't you grieve." Talk about good times! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve and de apple-tree. Den Eve took a bite of de apple fruit, and Adam he bit, and den dey scoot. Dar's where de niggers learn de quick callyhoot, and run and hid behime de fig tree. Talk about troubles! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve behime de fig tree. Dey had der frolics, and dey had der flings, and den atter dat, de fun took wings. Honey mighty sweet, but bees got stings. Talk about hard times! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve behime de fig tree. 'Kaze out er dat garden dey had fer ter skin, fer ter look fer de crack where Satan crope in. Dey sarch fur and wide, and dey search mighty well. Eve she knowed, but she 'fuse fer ter tell. Ol' Satan's trail was all rubbed out, 'ceppin' a track or two where he walked about. Talk about troubles! Well, I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, Adam and Eve and all de kin. And when dey got back, de gate was shot, and dat wuz de pay what Adam got. In dat garden he went no mo'. De overseer give 'im a shovel and a hoe, a mule and plough and a swingle tree. Talk about hard times! I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, and all er his children, both slave and free. Dey had 'em because er de fruit er de apple-tree. And de chillun er Adam and de chillun's kin, dey all got smeared wid de pitch er sin. Dey shot der eyes to de big hereatter, and flung sin round wid a turrible splatter, and collied wid Satan, and den what de matter? And troubles? Well, I bet you dey had 'em, Adam, de chillun er Adam, dey forget to pray. Dey had 'em, and dey keep on a haddin' 'em down to dis day. But dat wasn't the last of the apple-tree, 'cause she scatter her seeds both fur and free, and dat's what de matter wid you and me. I knows de feelin's what fotch or de fall, de red apple and ol' Satan's call. Lord bless yo' soul, I knows 'em all. I'm kinder lopsided and pigeon-toed, but watch me keep in de middle of de road, 'kaze de troubles I got is a mighty big load. Talk about troubles, I got 'em and had 'em, and I know mighty well that I cotch 'em from Adam, and de apple seeds what he scattered so free, Adam and Eve, and de apple-tree. End of The Apple-Tree. Section 3 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. De Gator and de Rabbit Gizzard. Mr. Rabbit come gallopin' home from de frolic, but a look at de creek made him feel solemn colic, 'cause de creek in de night done turned to a river, and de water look so wet it make him shiver. He holler and holler and holler at de ferry 'twuz run by a man which his name was Jerry, but de creek so high de ferry warn't dar, and Jerry wuz treed by ol' Brer B'ar. He holler twel he wake up ol' Brer Yalligator, which he dine on pine knots and sweet pertater. Brer Gator stuck his nose from de muddy water and ax Brer Rabbit how wuz his daughter. Brer Rabbit, he say dey ain't no tellin', 'kaze when he left home her head wuz a swellin'. Some er Brer Fox chillun come by and rocked her, and he hatter rush off and get de doctor. And on top of dat, here de creek come a risin', it beat anything he ever laid eyes on. Brer Rabbit, says de Gator, you sho is a rover, but dis one time I'll put you over. Brer Rabbit, he chewed twel his jaw wuz jimber. Brer Gator, he say, yo' tail mighty limber. It's made dat-a-way, says de Yalligator. We're all jinted up accordin' to nater. Brer Rabbit, he 'low, I 'speck that's so, suh, an' mo' dan dat, I believe I'll go, suh. I'll get on yo' back ef you'll come a leetle closer. I'm a dreadin' de water mo' an' mo', suh. Yalligator float up, he's light ez a feather, wid a word here an' dar 'bout de weather, an' how cold de water wuz down in de slushes, an' a grin on his mout dat showed all his tushes. Brer Rabbit, he say ter de grinnin' Yalligator, I'll be much obliged ef you'll show me the waiter. Right on your back, jest jump on kinder straddlin', you do de pantin' an' I'll do de paddlin'. An' right thoo de water dey went a skimmin', Brer Rabbit a pantin' an' de Yalligator swimmin'. Brer Rabbit, he say, yo' sho got yo' hand in, an' ef I ain't mistoken, you passin' de landin'. You got good eyes, says Brer Yalligator. I been waitin' long, an' I ain't a good waiter. You ain't forgot dat day in de stubble when you made me shake hands wid red hot trouble, when you got me in de dry grass inside de fire, an' I squenched myself by rollin' in de mire. Brer Rabbit, he sot dar a shakin' an' a shiverin', an' mo' dan dat, he wuz quakin' an' quiverin'. I been so sick I wuz nigh ter dyin', an' de doctor come an' foun' me cryin'. He look me over from A to Izzard, an' he say dat I needs some Rabbit Gizzard. Now all dis make Brer Rabbit feel funny, but he up an' 'low, I'm de man fer yo' money. De folks all say I'm a quare ol' creetur, 'kaze I'm long been a huntin' fer de gizzard eater. I got a big un, but she done gun me trouble sence de doctor foun' dat she is double. I'm a tellin' you sump'n what I ain't had orter, but she has to come out eve'y time I cross water. De doctor say my skin won't hold me if my gizzard smell water. Dat what he tol' me. An' las' night I hit her in a hickory holler, an' I'll take you dar if you does but foller. Brer Gator ain't hurt wid too much sense. He can't write his name, an' he can't climb a fence, an' he steer for de bank where all de trees is, where de owl shake her wings an' wake up de breezes. He swum an' he steer twel he got ter de dry land. Brer Rabbit fetched a jump an' he lit on de high land. Wid goodbye, Brer Gator, you wanter change yo' habits. Ef you bleedz ter eat gizzards, does hunt your Unc Rabbits. End of The Gator and the Rabbit Gizzard. Section 4 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Wishing Song. Atter usin' de spring fer a lookin' glass, a wish, wish, wishin', Mr. Rabbit took a walk on de pasture grass, a wish, wish, wishin'. De gals come along, will you let us pass? Des a wishin'. He bowed he did, and he shot one eye, a wish, wish, wishin', and he tip his beaver when they pass by, des a wishin'. Oh, ladies all, ain't you skeered, haints? A wish, wish, wishin'. Skeered or no, we're gwine to the dance, des a wishin'. Miss Meadows done say dat we can go, a wish, wish, wishin', and show 'em how to skip on de heel and toe, des a wishin'. And it's, oh, Mr. Rabbit, won't you go 'long? A wish, wish, wishin', and dat's de reason I'm a singin' this song, des a wishin'. And, oh, Mr. Rabbit, does you know the place? A wish, wish, wishin'. Mr. Rabbit chaw his cud and wrinkle his face, des a wishin'. It's right over yonder at the head of the dreen, a wish, wish, wishin', where the branch runs google and the leaves is green, des a wishin'. Mr. Fox'll scrape the fiddle, Miss Cows'll blow the horn, a wish, wish, wishin'. And the tune gwine to tell how the sheep shell corn, des a wishin'. Mr. Rabbit, he stood dar slicker dan sin, a wish, wish, wishin', a lookin' at de gals and a rubbin' his chin, des a wishin'. And ladies all, can you read me dis riddle, a wish, wish, wishin'? What gwine to happen to my noodle niddle, a wish, wish, wishin', when dey's so much fox and so little fiddle, des a wishin'? So, ladies all, if you'll scoosin' me, a wish, wish, wishin', I'll saunter round to the tremblin' tree, des a wishin'. I'll slip through the bushes and up I'll creep, a wish, wish, wishin', and listen to the mockingbird talkin' in his sleep, des a wishin'. End of A Wishing Song. Section 5 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. How Brer Tarrypin Learned to Fly. Brer Tarrypin tired of promenadin' round, and he lay in the sun right flat on the ground. His foots was cold and his eyes was red, and it looked like something done bunged up his head. But he watched Brer Buzzard a sailin' in the sky, and he wished from his heart that he could fly. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. He frown and he grunt and he grunt and he groan, he sniffle and snuffle, he wheeze and he moan. He dropped a big tear in the acorn cup, and the bug that run out, he gobble him up. Brer Buzzard flewed, and he flewed mighty high. He flap his wings and he wink his eye. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. He see Brer Tarrypin lyin' flat, and he chuckle to hisself, ho, ho, look at dat. It's a mighty funny place fer to make a bed, and he may be sick, and he may be dead. So he dropped down slow, and he dropped down sly, but Tarrypin watchin' wid his red eye. Fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. Buzzard, he lit a little up de slope, and hit de gate called de Buzzard Lope, and den Brer Tarrypin tuck in his head, and he lay des like he done gone to bed. Brer Buzzard, he holler, hey, hi, and Tarrypin spon, ay-yi, ay-yi, fill-a-my-luna-lina, fill-a-my-lina-lie. You keep yo'self shot up in yo' shell, Brer Buzzard 'low, but I hope you er well. Brer Tarrypin say he feelin' he's smart, is what a man kin wid a swelled up heart, and a liver all blue and a blood red eye, and he moaned and groaned and he cried, oh my, Philemaluna, Philemalina lie. Better get the doctor, Brer Buzzard say. He'll kill yo' sho' nuff if there's any way. I done been saw him, Brer Tarrypin 'low, and he up and told me dat my onliest how is to find somebody that'll tote me high and turn me loose so I'll learn how to fly. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie. Brer Buzzard, he say, "Why, bless you, child, you can count on me," and he smole a smile. "When it comes to heft you a right smart chunk, but I speck I can tote you," and then he wunk. "I'll tote you low and I'll tote you high, I'll tote you past and I'll tote you by. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie." He ruffle his feathers and he flap his wings with, "This is the trouble that friendship brings. But I'll take it all and ask for mo', if so be I can get you to go." Brer Tarrypin study, and he look at the sky, 'cause his heart was sot on learning to fly. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie. Down on his hunkers, Brer Buzzard squat, and up on his back Brer Tarrypin got. 'Twuz slip and fall, but he got on, and the next news you know, they both was gone. A sailin' low and a sailin' high, a sailin' fur and a sailin' nigh. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie. Now how shall I larn? Brer Tarrypin say. Brer Buzzard spond, "I'll show you de way. I'm a flyin' high, but I'll start down. Den you turn loose and sail all round." Brer Tarrypin say, and he shot his eye, "If we go much higher, we'll sturb the sky. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie." Tarrypin turn loose, and down he come, wid a blip and a blap and a blim blam blum. He come wid a squeal, he come wid a squall. Dey ain't nobody ever had sech a fall. And a mighty good reason, he was up so high dat when he hit de ground he was dead mighty nigh. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie. Buzzard, he foller fer ter see it done well, wid, "'Low, ol' friend, it seems like you fell, and all you hatter do wuz ter flop yo' wings." Tarrypin groan, he says, "By jings, I know one thing, and dat ain't two. I know one thing with my Philemaloo. I know one thing, and I know it right. I know how to fly, but I dunner how to light. Sump'n or other told me as I sail in de sky, learn how to light 'fo' you learn how to fly. Philemaluna, Philemalina lie." End of How Brer Tarrypin Learned to Fly. Section 6 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. It's good to be old if you know how to do. Some 50 year ago, if I'd 'a' been told that some fine day I'd be glad to be old, I'd 'a' sassed 'em all and laughed in de face, and dared 'em to run me a mile-foot race. I'd 'a' up and 'a' cut de pigeon wing, 'kase I allers felt like a cold in de spring. I'd 'a' whirled in de air and lit on my feet, for when it come to dat I couldn't be beat. I'd 'a' grinned right at 'em, but now I know lots better than I knowed some 50 year ago. 'Kase now I can set right flat in my chair and call back de days from year to year. And wid no need to call, 'kase time I sets down, dey all comes a flittin' and a flyin' round. And all wid de Sunday doin's on, and all de troubles done clean gone. And I sets up wid 'em, and I draps to sleep, glad fer to git my fun so cheap. It's de same as a frolic, fer now I know lots better than I knowed some 50 year ago. No shade fer me, I can set in de sun, and I hear dem chillun and see 'em run, and over de hills when de day is long I can hear de plough hands homin' song. and in de creek bottom go bingo bang. I can hear de racket of de new ground gang. And it seemed mighty queer dat it come to pass, 'cause chillun and niggers is under de grass. Dey er dar, dey er here, and one thing show, I never would 'a' believed it 50 year ago. Little chillun die, and you think dey er gone, and you weep and wail wid de mornin' on. Family and friends, dey er tooken too, and it seems like de reaper won't never get through. Both big and little, both young and old, dey all got to answer to de call of de roll. Dey answer and go, does you 'spect that's all? Is de oak tree sorry when de acorns fall? Bless you, honey, I know what I know, lots better than I did some 50 year ago. Dey all comes back, and dey comes to stay, and you has 'em with you both night and day. And I dunner where yo' eyes if you can't see dem chillun a standin' right at my knee, with shinin' eyes and ha'r fallin' free, one little gal and little boys 3. And most every day when de light gets pale, I ketch myself a tellin' 'em a tale, and I goes on and tells it, for now I know lots better than I knowed some 50 year ago. Unc' Remus, dey hollers at me, please tell 'bout de rabbit what clomb de tree. And den dey laughs and claps der hands, wid dis is de way dat Brer Rabbit stands. And den dey mingles wid de chillun dat's new, and I get so dazed I dunno what to do. And when dey plays at hide and switch, I scratches my head to tell t'other from which. And I never could tell if I didn't know lots mo' than I knowed some 50 year ago. Some 50 year ago, if I'd 'a' been told that some fine day I'd be glad to be old, and there'd 'a' been a quarrel, yet I'm sho'ly glad, for I can't make a move but it's please wait, Dad. Run, get Daddy's hat, run, get Daddy's cane, come, brush Daddy's coat, ain't you 'fraid it'll rain? I waits fer it all, and den I has to wait twel some of 'em runs and opens de gate, and it makes me laugh, for now I know lots more than I knowed some 50 year ago. And it's des dat-a-way, day in and day out, every time I turn 'round, every time I walk about. No matter when I come, no matter when I go, it's des like dancin' to Jim along Joe. It's des like skippin' to Jim along Jeems. All day when I'm wake, all night when I dreams, dey er playin' close by, no matter where I stand. And when I doze off, dey er holdin' my hand. Dey er allers wid me, 'kase now I know lots better dan I knowed some 50 year ago. End of It's Good to Be Old If You Know How to Do. Section 7 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Hard-Headed Woman. Now den, honey, I tell you what, you be like the woman and the big dinner pot. If you don't mind your mammy, you don't see how come it. Well, I tell you right now, you ain't fur from it. You can blindfold my eyes and I'll call your name. It's hello, Mr. Hardhead, ain't you shame? You can grin and twist and squirm and frown, but I know your name by the way it sound. Don't pull that shoe knife, just put it down. Don't pester my pegs, and drop that all. You'll stick yourself with it, and then you'll squall. Don't fool with my feelings, don't scatter the tacks. You'll drap 'em on the floor and lose 'em in the cracks. Don't tangle my twine, and don't chaw up my wax. What can you do? Why, set still a minute, and the way fer to do it is to commence and begin it. I tell you, honey, you done got so wild that nobody'll believe you're Miss Sally's child. You want to hear a tale? Well, you sho do skeer me, 'cause how can you sit right still and hear me? The old sow done got up from whar you knocked her, and the heifer is looking fer to see who rocked her. You're surely ailin', and you'll hatter see the doctor. I don't know what gwine to happen if they ain't something done. If you ain't rockin' creeters, they ain't no fun. Boys bleeze to have fun, you say that yourself. er else dey mought as well be put on de shelf. It mought 'a' been Gregory, Yalabama. For de goodness sake, put down dat hammer. It one er de udder der lived a 'oman. She was 9 parts Injun and 1 part human. She lived in a wood lot close to water, and she done a heap of things that she ain't had oughter. De neighbors say that she done killed her daughter. She had a bad temper, and her clacking tongue was long and loud and mighty well hung. Her old man done de best that he could. He split up kindlin' and he chopped up wood. He fotch home meal and he fotch home meat. Yet she never would cook what he wanna eat. She was hard-headed, honey, just like you, and what folks wanted was the thing she won't do. But she'd scold and quarrel the whole day through, and she'd be contrary and act like a mule, till the neighbors all say she's a Friday-born fool. If her husband wants grits, she'd cook him greens. If he wants roast tater, she'd bile him beans. If he want fried meat, she'd make cornbread, and the pone was so hard 'twould 'a' broke his head. If she had a hit him, he'd 'a' done gone dead. She'd kindle a fire with sparrow grass, and give her old man the wust kind of sass. She'd burn the spare rib and scorch the tripe. When it comes to meanness, she was good and ripe. Her old man watch and wait and pray for the time for to come when she change her way. He spit in the ashes and make a cross mark, and something or other told him to wait twel dark. When the moon looks pale and the loony dogs bark, and put in the pot when the big owls hoot, some thunderwood buds and calamus root. Well, dat night the woman comes in kinder late, and she slam things round like you does de gate. At her kicking up a rippet and getting things hot, she built a big fire on the dinner pot. She put in some dumperlings, likewise some peas, and flung in a sheep's head on top of these. The water 'gun to bubble, and the vittles it fout, twel the sheep head butted the dumperlings out, and the peas went flyin' all round and about. The 'oman she stripped off her homespun sack, with "No matter what happens, dat pot I'll crack." She got the axe, but the pot see her comin', and it jump off the fire and dust went a hummin'. Mon entered the woods, dat pot did sneak beyond the branch and way beyond the creek. It run and run twel the 'oman get weak, and when she got cotch wid a bamboo briar, here come the pot wid a chunk of red fire. And then she yell, and then she squall, and the pot was there for to catch her when she fall. And she never come back, and the pot just laugh, a hoppin' and a skippin' up the spring path. It come, it did, and straddled the place where it been settin' at, and washed its face, and scraped off the mud and wiped off the grease, and the man eat his supper for one time in peace. End of The Hard-Headed Woman. Section 8 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. 2 tales in 1, 1 tale in 2. Folks think they're smart, and I 'spect it's so, 'cause most anybody bleeze to know what they know. But when you dig down to the truth and all, you feel like creeping through a hole in the wall. And you don't want the hole for to be too wide, 'cause you want a place where you can hide. For dat what you know mighty certain and show ain't mo' than a thimbleful to what you ain't know. When you run yo' head in a hornet's nest, you can say what you please and think the rest, but the very first thing that you want to do is to jump up from dar and shuffle yo' shoe. Man, I wish you'd hush. You want to get away. There ain't money enough for to make you stay. Well, what you dunno is got claws and wings. It zooms in yo' ear, it zooms and stings. What? Tell you a tale that I don't know. Is you ever heard the one about Tippy Toe? You ain't? Well, that's mighty funny to me, and I spec I better tell 'bout Fleeter my knee. 1 tale in 2 and 2 tales in 1 By de time dey're finish, dey're mighty nigh done. You listen and laugh, you listen and cry, but yo' face will be straight and yo' eye will be dry. Dey was born in a well, and dey wa'n't no doubt dat dey couldn't fall in, so dey had to fall out. And de folks all say dat it sho was a sin fer to be fallin' out when dey orter fall in. And dey wondered and wondered how dat can be, and dey hunted and hunted fer Fleeter my knee, but he weren't to be found ne'er tippy toe, and dat's how come dey ain't nobody know. And down to dis day, when folks settin' still and lookin' way off 'cross de creek and de hill, and frownin' up when dey shuts der eyes, puttin' on specs fer to make 'em look wise, dey're wonderin', 'speshly if dey rubs der chin, how it feels to fall out when you orter fall in. Dey're watchin' and waitin' and tryin' to see little Tippy Toe and Fleeter my knee. Sometimes in de night you'll hear a mouse squeal, 'kaze Tippy Toe done trod on his heel. And sometimes you'll wake and hear de wall crack, but it's Fleeter my knee a drivin' a tack. Dey gets in de kitchen and makes de pans leak, and dey creeps in de closet and makes de shoes squeak. And dey stops de clock, but der prettiest trick is to swing on de pendulum and make it tick. In de middle of de night, when you hear de dog howl, and de bullfrog grumble like he's talkin' to de owl, and de kildee holler like he's skeered to death, and de wind do like she's holdin' her breath, and de moon slips along twel she finds a cloud fer to hide behind, and de geeses all crowd close up toge'rr, it's because dey see little Tippy Toe and Fleeter my knee. And de katydids, wid der chatterin' song, you'd think 'twould take 'em all night long fer to tell what dey ain't do and what dey done, a jawin' and a sputin' one by one. But turnin' 12, dey simmers down, and you can't hear one fer miles around. Dey are mo' dan willin' fer to give de flow to Fleeter my knee and Tippy Toe. And chillun like you better keep der eyes skun, so dey'll know what's mischief from dat what's fun. 'Kaze Fleeter my knee and Tippy Toe, dey're watchin' you close wharsoever you go. Wharsoever you go, wharsoever you do, dey're wid you all day and de whole night thoo. Dey'll raise up de kiver when you're in bed, and pull at yo' toes and tousle yo' head, and you'll whimper and groan and jump in yo' sleep, and be slidin' down places that's slick and steep, and Rawhead and Bloody Bones will be drivin' his teams both backwards and forwards through all of your dreams. How you gwine to keep 'em off? Why, honey, whirl in and try to be good, just as good as you can. End of Two Tales in One, One Tale in Two. Section 9 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Why the Frog Has No Tail. Now, honey, you listen and keep right still, and I'll tell you 'bout de frog what lived nigh de mill. He stayed in de pond when he wa'n't on de bank, and hot days he stayed where de grass was rank. He liked cold water, and he liked de sun. He was marked like a clown and full of fun. When he stood up, he sot, and he hopped when he run. Day in and day out, he was much de same. Brer Bullfrog they named him, and he answered to de name. Pop-eyed he was, wid no ha'r on his head, and there wasn't no tellin' when he went to bed, 'kaze he'd watch all day and beller all night, and de creeturs all say dat wasn't right. And mo' dan dat, dey say 'twuz a shame dat any kinder creetur should ruin his name. Brer Bullfrog say, "Come along, oh come, I ain't got nothin' but a jug of rum. Jig-a-rum, jig-a-rum, I'll give you some." De creeturs dey say it's wuss and wuss, and de fust news you know, he'll up and cuss, he'll get so mad dat he'll swell up and bust. Brer Rabbit, he hear 'bout de jug of rum, and he smack his mout wid a yum yum yum. and he study and study how he'll get him a dram, and by he went on de old mill dam. De water look so cool it make him shiver. Bullfrog say, "'Tain't cool is de river." De water lap lap, Brer Rabbit's skin creep. Brer Bullfrog beller, "Knee deep, knee deep." Brer Rabbit jump in, curse splish, curse splash, and it was like to ha' been de last of his hash. He fotched a snort and he fotched a sneeze. It made him cough and it made him wheeze. He allers strangle when it's deeper than his knees. Brer Rabbit put out and put out faster, and de frog he laugh like a bull in de pasture. Atter dat, Brer Rabbit he watch and wait. He riz mighty soon, and he went to bed late. He watch by de poplar and by de mill gate. There was times when he laugh and times when he grin. He was fixin' fer to take dat bullfrog in. Well, time flickered on, and Brer Bullfrog 'gun to think about gwine fum de pond to de bog. He wash his neck and he wipe his feet, so de gals would think he was mighty sweet. And when he come out, mon, he was dressed, a long green coat and a white silk vest, breeches fer to match and shoes wid buckles, and a green umbrella fer to keep off de speckles, and a little cocked hat full of green and white speckles. 'Twas a right smart piece from de pond to de river, so he done up his tail in de umbrella kiver. Ay, that's something that don't seem to strike you? Well, laugh on, honey, and make folks like you. Brer Rabbit see him comin', and des for fun, make like he scared and broke and run. Brer Bullfrog bellered, "Whar's my gun?" and hopped on atter as hard as he kin, and Brer Rabbit try hard fer to hide a grin. He led Brer Fox to a holler tree, and in he went wid, "You can't get me," and out he popped on the other side, whilst the frog hop in wid his umbrella wide. The frog holler out, "I dar you to come," and he talked des like he was in a bass drum. Now, old Smarty Rabbit had done brung his axe, and he hit de holler some mighty hard whacks. I ain't tellin' nothin' but de natchul facts. De frog get skeered at so much maulin', 'kase he think dat by de trees be a fallin'. Brer Rabbit was dar, and when de frog move, he chop his tail off, smick smack smooth. De frog fotch a beller and make fer de river. He lef his tail and de umbrella kiver. He left dem dar right on de ground, and de tail it wiggled twel de sun went down. End of Why the Frog Has No Tail. Section 10 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Uncle Remus captures a dream. Out dar in the dark, when folks is asleep, dey's things gwine on dat'll make you creep. Dey's a crowd of something out dar at play, from the middle of the night sprang on twel day. And the mortal stillness that falls on all is the noise they make when they cry and call. It's over and under and round again, they flits with the shadders and flies with the wind. And dreams long dreamt slip out of the swamp and make the plans for a mighty romp. And doors fly open without a squeak when they start to play at hide and seek. And they rides the ponies, wing and breeze, out over the fields and through the trees. It's over and under and round again, they flits with the shadows and flies with the wind. The frocks is made of the new moonshine, carded and rolled and spun mighty fine. Dey spins 'em derself and trims 'em all with the trailin' fog that you see in the fall. And the time for to catch the dreams and things is when they are swingin' in spiderweb swings. It's over and under and round again, they flits with the shadows and flies with the wind. And if you're old and not too fat, I speck you can catch 'em underneath your hat. The fust un I cotch, I was past my prime, but I've ketched 'em since, mo' and many's the time. And when you catch 'em, they're yourn for good. 'cause they can't get away, and they wouldn't if they could. It's over and under and round again. They flits with the shadows and flies with the wind. You'll have to be old and naturally tough, 'cause the sights they'll show you be more than enough. And you better be asleep if you catch a dream, because if you ain't, it'll make things seem like they did to the man what fell from the tree. He struck a limb, and he say, hee hee, I believe my soul, kerblimity blum, that the whole wide world done got out of plumb. The last dream I cotch, I helt it to my ear, and I wish I could tell you all what I hear. It was, oh, hold me tight, oh, hold me fast. I'm the breath what you see on the looking glass. I'm the silver bugle, I'm the wedding bell. I'm them what stumbled and them what fell. I'm the old home spring, I'm the orchard path. I'm the big black log, I'm the kitchen hearth. I'm the chap you toted when you was strong. I'm the song you sung him all night long. I'm the old red road and the tryin' hill. I'm the creek and the pond and the old grist mill. I'm the spinning wheel and the banging loom, the long wide hall and the upstairs room. I'm the mistress and master and the buckra man. I'm kittle and trivet, I'm skillet and pan. I'm dem what go and dem what come. I'm dem what march to the beat of the drum. I'm dem what dance by the light of the moon. I'm the dance itself, and I'm the tune. I'm dem what sung the midnight song. I'm the way they went when they went along. I'm the flutterin' hands like they ringin' a bell. I'm the so long honeys and the fare you well. I'm dem what fiddled till the break of day. I'm the torch they dropped when they went away. I'm dem what rambled and dem what run, dem what frolicked and had the fun. I'm dem what plowed and hoed the corn. I'm the plow and the hoe and the dinner horn. I'm dem what looked with the seeing eye. I'm the bended head and the long goodbye. Any warm night, if you set right still, you can hear me calling from over the hill. And over the meadows and down the dreen, you can hear me whisper of what I seen. And the Willis whiskers, they'll jine in and tell where I'm gwine and where I been. And it's over and under and round again. I flits with the shadows and flies with the wind. End of Uncle Remus Captures a Dream. Section 11 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Why the Buzzard's Head is Bald. T-U turkey, T-U tie, T-U turkey, Buzzard's eye. You can see her sailing way up in the sky. If she was to shut her wings and fall, you'd see for yourself that her head is bald. P.O. Peter, P.O. Pan, her head just as bald as the palm of your hand. And a mighty good reason, but that's a tale, as the possum said to the slippery rail. Brer Rabbit in dem days was monstrous gay, and he had both a home and a place for to stay if he ever get cotched out night or day. He find him a poplar with 2 big rooms that Miss Breezy keep clean with a brand new brooms. And he grabbed a place where he can hide and sleep with both eyes open wide. He lick his chops and he wash his face with, of all the places, dish here's the place. Now he been a gwine there for some little time, and 'twas all so quiet that he liked it prime. And he feel like singing a old-time hymn. But one day while he's pirootin' round, a-huntin' for dat what never is found, Ol' Miss Buzzard comes a-struttin' by, and viewed the holler from the corner of her eye. She been a-huntin' a place for her nest, and of all the places, she liked this the best. She grinned a grin, and she clucked a cluck, with laws a massy, what luck, what luck. And she laughed and laughed till her top knot shuck. Then she went with a swish and a flop. With a spraddlin' walk and a hippity hop, she took to the east, she took to the west, and with 11 little splinters she built her nest. A handful of trash and a bunch of fuzz. she whirled round twice, and dar she was. By Brer Rabbit come a lopin' in. He smooth as silk and slicker dan sin, a chawin' his tobacco wid a chuckle and a grin. 'Twuz dark as flugins, and yet 'twasn't long 'fo' Brer Rabbit knowed dat sump'n wuz wrong. 'Twuz somebody been here, and I ain't glad, 'kaze whoever 'twuz, dey breff mighty bad. Miss Buzzard, she kinder squirm on her nes', 'kaze she got de idee she's good as de bes'. Brer Rabbit, he slap his foot on de flo', wid, I dunner who 'twuz, but what I does know is he better hunt de doctor wheresomever he go. "Oh, thanky, Brer Rabbit," says Miss Buzzard, says she. "De way you make friends sholy 'stonishes me. If you don't watch out, you lose yo' meat. Not whiles I can wiggle all er my feet," says ol' Brer Rabbit, and den he wheeze, "I bet you a thrip I'm gwine to sneeze." He try to hold in, but he snows and he snows, and he work his yaw and he wiggle his nose. Wit, dis gets wusser de furder it goes. Well, time loped on, and when her eggs hatch, Miss Buzzard she sho had to grub and scratch. As de sayin' is, but de grubbin' she done was de kinder grubbin' dat wasn't much fun, and her chillun was greedy. To hear de cries, you'd 'a' thunk they was starvin' right 'fo' yo' eyes. Miss Buzzard muched 'em up and talk mighty sweet, and promise 'em a dinner of right fresh meat. Brer Rabbit he chuckle, he's good as wheat, but de giant holler will des fit me, and I'll set in dar where I can see. And he sot so still you'd 'a' thunk he was asleep. And he fool Miss Buzzard when she come to peep, so she stop up to holler wid mud and sticks, but ol' Brer Rabbit knowed all her tricks. She named his name, but he lay back and snow, and do like he ain't gwine wake no mo'. And then she say, "You're my meat, sho." Brer Rabbit he 'low, "Oh, please'm, let me out. You say you won't? Well, I think you mought. In 'membrance of old times, well as de new. If you won't, you won't, so it's goodbye to you." And den he went slippin' out of his back do', and he left Miss Buzzard a walkin' of de flo'. When Brer Rabbit runs, he sho is a flyer, and he put out to where Mr. Man had a fire for to burn off the new ground brush and briar, and he got him a pan and red hot embers, de sort what warms you in de cold Decembers, and den he run home as hard as he can, wid, "Oh, Miss Buzzard, please let me in." She flew right at him wid wing and claw, and he plunked de embers on her jaw, and on her neck, and on her head, and in her house, and on her bed. And they scorched her so dat her eyes got red, and she flung a flutter, and she fetched a squall. "Laws a massy, Brer Rabbit, you burnin' me ball!" And from that day till this, both fur and wide, where the buzzards had top knots, it's mostly hide. End of Why the Buzzard's Head is Bald. Section 12 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. De old Stand-Bys. Watermelons fresh from the vine, anybody will say they're fine. And rabbit and hash is nice, stirred up with a handful of rice. And down in this neighborhood, they say Brer Possum is good. And then dar's the big pole beans and old-time collard greens, with leaf blue stemmed and wide. You can have 'em boiled or fried. And turnips, purple and white, I wish I had some this night. Yet millins, possums, rabbits, they has their ways and habits, and the seasons, one and all, summer and winter and fall. And likewise collard greens and turnips and pole beans. And some come twice a year, and some of these last don't care if they come or not. That's why folks watch for the clouds in the sky. But they all good enough in their place for to make a sinner say grace. But den dere's the long come shorts, when you have to put up wid all sorts. Den gimme de cornbread pone, and please'm make it full grown, and a dish full of whippoorwill peas, biled up with plenty of grease, and buttermilk fresh from the churn, sour enough to burn, and tingle on yo' tongue and creep twel it tastes like yo' foot's asleep. De old Stand-Bys is here, they're wid us all de year. You don't have to wait or hunt, they're right at hand every month. They're wid you rain or drouth, if the wind blow north or south. Shucks, I done gone to dribble at the mouth. End of The Old Stand-Bys. Section 13 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Brer Rabbit's Gigglin' Place. Time was when de creeturs had different places fer to eat dey snacks and wash dey faces. A place fer to talk and a place fer tusslin', whensomever dey happen to get through dey hustlin'. A place fer smokin' and a place fer chawin', a place fer jumpin' and a place fer jawin', a place fer kickin' and a place fer pawin', a place fer moanin' and a place fer pinin', a place fer howlin' and a place fer whinin'. Dey was gettin' along well and livin' scrumptious, and none but the camel was anyways bumptious. You moughter fed 'em on cornmeal mushes, 'cause dey ain't find out dey had claws or tushes. Dey never was sorry, ner solemn colic, when dey laid by de crops, dey was in fer a frolic. Brer Fox knowed how fer to tetch up de fiddle, with tumty-tum-tum and tumty-iddle-tiddle, and gals cross over from de side to de middle. And dem what worked in de heavy timber done got so dat dey legs ain't limber. Dey sot off in a clump together, and talk about craps and de rainy weather, and watch de dancers light as a feather, and shake their heads and do some frownin' when the fiddle was des a singin' and a soundin'. As much as to say, up time will free us, and you'll soon be as now you see us. Now a dance at de best is a kinder mix-up, and old Rab was scared dat dey had some tricks up, and whiles Brer Fox was a sawin' on de fiddle, Brer Rabbit was a tellin' Brer B'ar a riddle dat made him laugh twel he shake in de middle. Brer B'ar he laugh, but old Brer Rabbit do like he done got out de habit. You'd 'a thunk somebody had done hurt his feelin's wid de shiffle-shuffle and de jig-a-ma-reelin's. Now, where dere's any gigglin', de crowd's bound to go dar, and to keep from bein' squushed, Brer Rabbit says, "Whoa dar!" and he call to Brer Fox wid, "Please play some mo' dar." Brer Fox he say he bleeze to mind his fiddle, and old Brer B'ar still shuck in de middle. Miss Wolf up and ax, "What you find dat's so funny?" And de answer was, "Mr. Beans swallered Bunny." "Lawsy me," says Miss Wolf, and she got dar grinnin', "Brer Rabbit, you sho does need a skinnin'." Brer Fox he say, "Des stop yo' chaffin'. You see fer yo'se'f Brer Rabbit ain't a laughin'. Ef trouble wuz to come, he look like he'd nab it." "Right you is, Brer Fox," says ol' Brer Rabbit, "en mo' dan dat, I'd reach out en grab it, 'kaze I never did b'lieve in comp'ny snigglin', en I done got a place whar I does my gigglin'." En dey all un um axed him, "Wharbouts is it? Des show us de way, en we'll pay it a visit." Brer Rabbit makes out he had money en los' um, en he hope Brer Fox fer ter find his rozzum, hummin' "Yam spells tater, en tater spells possum." En den 'twa'n't long 'fo' de dance it broke up. Brer Fox stay behime, en atter while spoke up en ax Brer Rabbit whar his gigglin' place. "It ain't so mighty fur fum de wigglin' place, en you sholy is here tell 'er dat, suh, 'kaze once dar you'll giggle twel you lose yo' hat, suh. En you may lose yo' hide. I seed sech cases whar dem what is quare got lost in quare places. But dis kinder talk wuz wuss dan no talk, ef he know'd he'd git scolloped by a knock-kneed Mohawk. Brer Fox would 'a' went, der wuz no need fer mo' talk. So Brer Rabbit say he'd be glad fer ter take 'im, 'Kase he too perlite fer ter up en shake 'im, en Brer Fox went, wid a gallop en a wiggle, fer ter see de place whar Brer Rabbit giggle. Atter so long dey got dar, en Brer Rabbit showed it, en Brer Fox 'low dat he never would 'a knowed it. Ol' Rab smole a smile, en den he tol' 'im how ter giggle en giggle twel a hoss can't hol' 'im. 'Tain't ez you see it, but de way you do it. Dat big bush yonder, you mus' run right thoo it. Ef it had been a trap, Brer Fox would 'a flew it, but he run thoo de bush, en den he hollered, he yapped en he wapped, en den he wallered. En de reason wuz plain why he make sech a racket. He had run right over Mr. Yaller Jacket, en de bush wuz de home er de bald-headed hornet. Brer Fox, he yalloped right straight on it. He run thoo gullies en he jumped over ditches, 'kase he had 10 dozen in his britches. Brer Rabbit heard sump'n 'bout dang dong ding 'em, en he loped off home 'kase he scared they'd sting 'im. End of Brer Rabbit's Gigglin' Place. Section 14 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Mr. Rabbit run fur, Mr. Rabbit run fas', 'kase dey schooled him a givin' de gals some sass. Wid de fingers in de ears dey stomped der feet, wid, "Des listen at dat! Is you ever hear de beat?" Yet all in de world dat Brer Rabbit say was, "Howdy, my honeys! Witch 'em away, witch 'em away! You're gettin' too old fer ter be so gay. I b'lieve in my soul you're turnin' gray." Mr. Owl he seed a big star shoot, and he blow his horn wid a toot toot toot. Mr. Fox come along wid a hand to his year, and de gals dey holler, "Brer Fox, run here!" Mr. Fox he grin and show his tush. "Please come and make Brer Rabbit hush. We wasn't doing nothin' but dancin' on de grass, and here he come wid his mouf full of sass." Mr. Owl he see de near star shoot, and he make his horn go toot toot toot. Mr. Fox scratch hisse'f behime de ear, wid a tut tut tut, "What's dis I hear?" And de gals dey say, "You hears de trufe." And den Mr. Fox wid a whiff waff woof try ter swaller Brer Rabbit, but he swallered de air. He snapped, he did, but he never touched a hair. And a mighty good reason, Brer Rabbit wasn't dar. 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars shoot, and old Mr. Owl blow toot toot toot. Mr. Rabbit from behime de mullein stalk holler, "Ladies all, I'm gwine ter take a walk. I was makin' fun, but I'm sorry I spoke, for all I say wa'n't nothin' but a joke." "La, Brer Rabbit, and why'n't you tell us? 'Kase we likes you better dan de yuther fellers." Mr. Rabbit he laugh and wiggle his smellers, and de hoss apple falls long 'fo' it mellers. 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars shoot, Mr. Owl he laugh and toot toot toot. Mr. Rabbit he say, "You're in yo' prime. I tol' you that, but you ain't give me time." Miss Meadows she say, "Don't lose yo' chance. Let's go to my house and we'll all have a dance." Mr. Rabbit he laugh and shake his head. "What mo' kin you say when all is said? I'm de one that's gray, Brer Fox is red. I kin be my own friend when all is fled. I'm gwine fer ter get some calamus root and listen to de whippoorwill a playin' on his flute. Mr. Whippoorwill he won't stay still, Mr. Whippoorwill a playin' on his flute. End of Mr. Rabbit Run Fur, Mr. Rabbit Run Fas'. Section 15 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Baylor's Mail. Run, little brothers, run, yo' journey's des begun, and many a long mile stretches from settin' to risin' sun. And it's whack if the patroller catches, and it's whoop when yo' journey's done. It's fun for the one that fetches, for the one that carries, none. Oh, run in the bushes, brothers, down the long corn furs run. Run in the heat what smothers, in the frost what grips you mun. It's way-o for the hills what beckon, way-o for the low grounds wide. You are moving now, I reckon, when you rock from side to side. Run, little brothers, run, 'twixt settin' and risin' sun. Watch out for them what foller, with track dogs and with gun. Break through the swampy holler, your journey will soon be done. Past the place where the wild hogs waller, the race is mighty nigh won. And it's out where the hills is rollin', where the road and the runner is one. The time is come for polin', run, little brothers, run. Across the fur-line stretches what hold the breath of the sun. It's meat for the man what fetches, for the man what carries none. Run, little brothers, run. Time passes mightily mon. No time for cabin tattle when the way and the wisher is won. No time for to count the cattle, to see if they brindle or done. Just make the bushes rattle when you break from trot to run. No dodging the water what splashes, it's part of the frolicking fun. When you skip to the sloughs and slashes, run, little brothers, run. And the Milky Way is shifting to where it can see the sun, and the night is surely lifting. Run, little brothers, run. The east is showing yellow, and the stars go one by one, but the hills will take yo hello when the morning streamers is spun, and make it saft and mellow. Run, little brothers, run. Time it gets to the other fellow, and then yo journey's done. End of Baylor's Mail. Section 16 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Revival Hymn. Oh, whar shall we go when that great day comes, with the blowing of the trumpets and the banging of the drums? How many po' sinners will be cotched out late, and find no latch to the golden gate? No use for to wait twel tomorrow, the sun mustn't set on yo' sorrer. Sins is sharp as a bamboo briar. Oh, Lord, fetch the mourners up higher. When the noshers of the earth is a standin' all around, who's gwine to be chosen for to war the glory crown? Who's a gwine fer to stand stiff-kneed and bold, and answer to the name at the callin' of the roll? You better come now if you comin'. Old Satan is loose and a bummin'. The wheels of distraction is a hummin'. Oh, come along, sinner, if you comin'. The song of salvation is a mighty sweet song, and the paradise wind blow fur and blow strong. And Abraham's bosom hits soft and hits wide, and right dar's the place where the sinners oughter hide. Oh, you needn't to be a stoppin' and a lookin'. If you fool with old Satan, you'll get tooken. You'll hang on the edge and get shooken if you keep on a stoppin' and a lookin'. The time is right now, and dish yere's the place. Let the sun of salvation shine square in your face. Fight the battles of the Lord, fight soon and fight late, and you allus find a latch to the golden gate. No use for to wait twel tomorrow, the sun mustn't set on your sorrow. Sins as sharp as a bamboo briar, ask the Lord for to fetch you up higher. End of Revival Hymn. Section 17 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Camp Meeting Song. Oh, the world's is round and the world's is wide. Lord, 'member dese chillun in de mornin'. It's a mighty long ways up de mountainside, and there ain't no place for dem sinners for to hide, and there ain't no place where sin can abide when the Lord shall come in de mornin'. Look up and look around, fling your burden on de ground. It's a gettin' mighty close on to mornin'. smooth away sin's frown, rich up and get the crown, what the Lord will fetch in the morning. The hand of redemption hits held out to you, Lord, 'member dem sinners in the morning. It's a mighty patient hand, but the days is but few when Satan he'll come a demanding of his due, and the stiff-necked sinners will be smoting all through. Oh, you better get ready for the morning. Look up and set your face towards the green hills of grace, for the sun rises up in the morning. Oh, you better change your base, hit your soul's last race, for the glory that's a coming in the morning. The farmer gets ready when the land's all plowed, for to sow them seeds in the morning. The spirit may be puny and the flesh may be proud, but you better cut loose from the scoffing crowd and join these Christians what's a crying out loud for the Lord for to come in the morning. Shout loud and shout long, let the echoes answer strong, when the sun rises up in the morning. Oh, you allers will be wrong twill you choose to belong to the Master what's a coming in the morning. End of Camp Meeting Song. Section 18 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Corn-Shuckin Song. Oh, the first news you know, the day you'll be a-breaking. Hey-yo, hi-yo, up and down the bango. And the fire be a-burning and the ash cake a-baking. Hey-yo, hi-yo, up and down the bango. And the hen'll be hollering and the boss'll be awaking. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Better get up, nigger, and give yourself a shaking. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. Oh, honey, when you see them ripe stars a-falling. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear the rain crow a-calling. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear that red calf a-bawling. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Then the daytime's a-comin', a-creepin' and a-crawlin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lossel in the yard is a-huntin' for the morning. Hi-oh, get along, go away. And she'll catch up with us 'fore we ever get this corn in. Oh, go away, Cindy Ann. Oh, honey, when you hear that tin horn a-tootin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear the squinch owl a-hootin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Oh, honey, when you hear them little pigs a-rootin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Right then she's a-comin', a-skippin' and a-scootin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. Oh, honey, when you hear that roan mule whicker. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. When you see Mr. Moon turnin' pale and gettin' sicker. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Then it's time for to handle that corn a little quicker. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. If you want to get a smell of old master's jug of liquor. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lossel in the yard is a-huntin' for the morning. Hi-oh, get along, go away. It's your ketchup with us 'fore we ever get this corn in. Oh, go away, Cindy Ann. You niggers cross there, you better stop your dancing. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. No use for to come a-flingin' of yo' shantzin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. No use for to come a-flingin' of yo' cantsin'. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. 'Cause there ain't no time for your pattin' or your prancin'. Hi-oh, Miss Cindy Ann. Mr. Rabbit seed the fox and he sass him and jaws him. Hey-oh, hi-oh, up and down the bango. Mr. Fox catch the rabbit and he scratch him and he claws him. Hey, oh, hi, oh, up and down the bango. And he tore off the hide and he chaws up and he gnaws him. Hey, oh, hi, oh, up and down the bango. Same like gal chaw and sweet gum and rosin. Hi, oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lawson in the yard is a hunting for the morning. Hi, oh, get along, go away. And she'll catch up with us before we ever get this corn in. Oh, go away, Cindy Ann. Oh, work on, boys, gives the chucks a mighty ringing. Hey, oh, hi, oh, up and down the bango. For the boss come around, a dangling and a dinging. Hey, oh, hi, oh, up and down the bango. Get up and move around, set them big hands to swinging. Hey, oh, hi, oh, up and down the bango. Get up and shout loud, let the white folks hear you singing. Hi, oh, Miss Cindy Ann. For the lawson in your yard is a hunting for the morning. Hi, oh, get along, go away. And she'll catch up with us before we ever get this corn in. Or go away, Cindy Ann. End of Corn-Shuckin Song. Section 19 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. The Plough's Song, Jasper County, 1860. Nigger mighty happy when he layin' by corn, dat sun's a slantin'. Nigger mighty happy when he hear the dinner horn, dat sun's a slantin'. And he mo happy still when the night draws on, dat sun's a slantin'. Dat sun's a slantin', des as sure as you born. And it's rise up, Primus, fetch another yell. Dat old dung cow's just a shakin' up her bell. And the frog's tunin' up, for the Jew done fell. Good night, Mr. Kildee, I wish you mighty well. Mr. Kildee, I wish you mighty well. I wish you mighty well. The corn'll be ready 'gainst dumplin' day. Dat sun's a slantin'. But nigger gotta watch and stick and stay. Dat sun's a slantin'. Same as the bee martin watchin' under jay. Dat sun's a slantin'. Dat sun's a slantin' and a slippin' away. Then it's rise up, Primus, and gin it to 'em strong. De cow's gwine home with the ding dang dong, slingin' another tetch of the old time song. Good night, Mr. Whippoorwill, don't stay long. Mr. Whippoorwill, don't stay long. Don't stay long. De shadows dey a creepin' todes the top of the hill. Dat sun's a slantin'. The long time hill where the workers got to fill. Dat sun's a slantin'. Dey some dat forgets, but we never shill. Dat sun's a slantin'. Dat sun's a slantin' and slippin' down still. Den sing it out, Primus. There's holler and bawl, and whiles we are strippin' the mules for the stall. Let the gals catch the sound of the plantation call. Oh, fare you well, ladies, my love unto you all. Ladies, my love unto you all. My love unto you all. End of the Plough's Song. Section 20 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Christmas Play Song, Myrick Place, Putnam County, 1858. Hi, my rinktum, black gal sweet, same like goodies what the white folks eat. Oh, my Riley, don't you take and tell her name, and then if something happen, you won't catch the blame. Hi, my rinktum, better take and hide your plum. Joey don't holler every time he find a wum. Then it's hi, my rinktum, don't get no other man, and it's ho, my Riley, fetch out Miss Dilsey Ann. Ho, my Riley, yaller gal fine. She may be yourn, but she oughter be mine. Hi, my rinktum, let me get by, and see what you mean by the cut of dat eye. Ho, my Riley, better shet dat door. The white folks will believe we are tearing up the floor. Then it's ho my Riley, come a shifting up to me, and it's hi my rinktum, dis the way to twist your knee. Hi my rinktum, ain't the east getting red? The squinch owl shiver like he want ter go to bed. Ho my Riley, but the gals and the boys, they's now getting so they can sorta make a noise. Hi my rinktum, let the yaller gal alone. Niggers don't hanker at the salty in the pone. Then it's hi my rinktum, better try another plan, and it's ho my Riley, trot out Miss Dilsey Ann. Ho my Riley, in the happy Christmas time, the niggers shake their clothes a-huntin' fer a dime. Hi my rinktum, and then they shake their feet and grease theirselves wid the good ham meat. Ho my Riley, they eat and they cram, and by old Miss'll be a-sendin' out the dram. Then it's ho my Riley, you hear dat Sam? And it's hi my rinktum, be a-sendin' out the dram. End of Christmas Play Song. Section 21 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Plantation Play Song, Putnam County, 1856. It's a-gettin' mighty late when the Gwenny hens squall, and you better dance now if you gwine to dance at all. For by dis time tomorrow night you can't hardly crawl, 'cause you'll hatter take de hoe again and likewise de maul. Don't you hear dat bay colt a-kickin' in his stall? Stop yo' humpin' up yo' shoulders, dat'll never do. Hop light, ladies, oh, Miss Lou. Hit takes a heap of scroogin' fer to get you through. Hop light, ladies, oh, Miss Lou. And if you niggers don't watch, you'll sing another tune, for the sun'll rise and catch you if you don't be mighty soon. And the stars is gettin' paler, and the old gray coon is a-settin' in the grapevine a-watchin' for the moon. When a feller comes a-knockin', dey's holler, oh, shoo. Hop light, ladies, oh, Miss Lou. Oh, swing dat yaller gal, do boys do. Hop light, ladies, oh, Miss Lou. Oh, turn me loose, lemme alone, go away now. What you 'spect I come a-dancin' fer if I dunno how? Dese the very kinds of footsies what kicks up a row. Can't you jump into the middle and make yo' gal a beau? Look at dat mulatter man a-followin' up Sue. Hop light, ladies, oh, Miss Lou. The boys ain't a-gwine when you cry boo-hoo. Hop light, ladies, oh, Miss Lou. End of Plantation Play Song. Section 22 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Plantation Chant. It's 1844, Christ done opened that heavenly door, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1845, Christ done made that dead man alive, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You ax me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1846, Christ is got us a place done fix, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1847, Christ done sot a table in heaven, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You asked me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1848, Christ done made that crooked way straight, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1849, Christ done turned that water into wine, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You ask me to run home, little chillun, run home, dat sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1840 and 10. Christ is the mourner's onlyest friend, and I don't want to stay here no longer. It's 1840 and 11. Christ will be at the door when we all get to heaven, and I don't want to stay here no longer. You asked me to run home, little chillin', run home, that sun done roll, and I don't want to stay here no longer. End of A Plantation Chant. Section 23 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Plantation Serenade. De old bee makes de honeycomb, de young bee makes de honey. De niggers make de cotton and corn, and de white folks gets de money. De raccoon he's a curse man, he never walk twel dark, and nothin' never stirbs his mind twel he hear old Bringer bark. De raccoon totes a bushy tail, de possum totes no har. Mr. Rabbit he come skippin' by, he ain't got none to spar. Monday mornin', break er day, white folks got me gwine, but Saturday night, when de sun goes down, dat yaller gals is mine. 15 pounds of meat a week, whiskey fer to sell. Oh, how can a young man stay at home? Dem gals, they look so well. Met a possum in de road. Brer Possum, where you gwine? I thank my stars, I bless my life, I'm a huntin' for de muscadine. End of A Plantation Serenade. Section 24 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. De Big Bethel Church. De Big Bethel Church, de Big Bethel Church, done put old Satan behind 'em. If a sinner get loose from any other church, de Big Bethel Church will find 'em. Hit's good to be dar, and it's sweet to be dar, wid de sister and all around you, a shakin' dem shackles of mussin' and love, wherewith de Lord is bound you. Hit's sweet to be dar and listen to de hymns, and hear dem mourners a shoutin'. Dey done reach de place where dey ain't no room for any mo' weepin' and doubtin'. Hit's good to be dar when de sinners all jine, wid de brudderin in der singin', and it look like Gabriel gwine to rack up and blow, and set dem heavenly bells to ringin'. Oh, the Big Bethel Church, the Big Bethel Church, done put old Satan behind 'em. If a sinner get loose from any other church, the Big Bethel Church will find 'em. End of The Big Bethel Church. Section 25 of The Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Time goes by turns. There's a powerful wrassle twixt the good and the bad, and the bad's got all the underholt. And when the wuss comes, she come ironclad, and you hadda hold your breath for the jolt. But towards the last, good gets the knee lock, and they draps to the ground kerflop. Good has the intern, and he stand like a rock, and he bleezin' for to be on top. De dry weather breaks wid a thunderclap, for there ain't no drought what can last. But de seasons what whoops up de cotton crap, likewise they freshens up de grass. De rain falls so soft in the long dark night, twel you hadda hold yo' hand for a sign. But de drizzle what set de tater slips right is de makin' of de maypop vine. In de mellerest ground de clay root'll ketch and hold to de tongue of de plough, and a pine pole gate at de garden patch never'll keep out de old brindle cow. One and all on us knows who's a pullin' at de bits, like de lead mule that guides by de rein. And yet, somehow or udder, de bestest of us gets mighty sick at de tuggin' at de chain. Hump yo'self to the load and forget the distress, and dem what stands by to scoff, for the harder the pullin', the longer the rest, and the bigger the feed in the trough. End of Time Goes by Turns. Section 26 of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Harris. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Phil Chenevert. A Howdy Song. Prelude. If I could coax that baby for to get upon my knee, I'd up and sing my howdy song. I'd sing it loud and free. I'm gettin' old and po'ly, but I ain't forget the song, 'cause I used to shake the rafters when the nights was gettin' long. He'd do a sight of laughin', and then he'd kinder smile, but 'fore you counted 20, he'd be sleepin' by the mile. I know I used to sing it to one little boy I knowed, and I seemed to see him comin' when I look way down the road. I'd take him and I'd rock him twel his eyelids settled down, and he'd soon be gwine off yonder on the stage to Sleepy Town, and the dreams would be a blowin' through his little curly head, and he'd try to pull at the kiver des like he gone to bed. The Song. It's howdy, honey, when you laugh, and howdy when you cry, and all day long it's howdy, I never shill say goodbye. I'm monst'us pert myself, suh, and hopin' the same for you, and when I ketch my breath, suh, I'll ax you how to do. It's howdy, honey, when you sleep, it's howdy when you cry. Keep up the howdying, don't never say goodbye. I'm middlin' well myself, suh, which the same I hope for you. If you let me ketch my breath, suh, I'll ax you howdy do. So long. I'm one of the wildest dreamers that ever looked up at the blue. I dreams twel I has the tremors, and if some of these dreams come true, you can pin on yo' Uncle Remus, it'll be mighty nice for you. I'm one of the worst old schemers that yever is patch a shoe, and if seemin' is so to the seamers, I'll hunt you howdy do. End of A Howdy Song. End of the Tar Baby and Other Rhymes of Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Recorded by Phil Chenevert, November 2011.